So if Hans Niemann can make a road to world champion, why can't I make a road to chess master? Now I'm far, far away from it. As you can see by my ratings, I'm probably not gonna make it soon, but I just like playing. So in this series, you might analyze some games, maybe check some puzzles. We can check out a chess book. I don't know. Let's just jump in. So this is day 5 of our road to masters here, and today I have 2 out of these world puzzles for you guys to enjoy. Now this one is actually taken from a real game played in about 1956 between Bauer and Goldner. So this one is like a kind of warm-up for the second one, but still it's completely insane. So pause the video and yeah, try to solve it. Okay, so hope you had a crack at it. Now it is far from easy, because if you take a look, it's clear white has a devastating attack here. All the pieces aiming towards the black king. However, it isn't really obvious how it can break through. If you take a look, all of black pieces perfectly shield this weak g7 pawn. So what is happening here? Did I just show an impossible puzzle? Well, not really, because in this position, if you consider the only forcing move, the only really forcing move, then turns out that's the one that wins. In this position, white can play the beautiful rook takes pawn. This is outrageous, but the point is, it may seem that after pawn takes rook, the king is completely safe here, until you see the second complete bomb in this position. Queen g8, putting the queen on the aim of this knight here, and let's see the move in slow motion here. Queen g8. What is this? Knight can take it, but the point is, the knight is forced to take. But now, look at the snipers in action. Bishop f5. And this is just checkmate here on these diagonals. The knight blocking the king. So this actually happened in a real game. How insane is that? But okay, if you enjoyed that one, just wait until you see this. In this position, it's right to move, and it may seem like, okay, white has a bunch of pawns, a queen and a knight against the rook? What is this kind of puzzle? Well, just wait a second, don't judge a book by its cover. So pause the video and try to find the win for white. It's not that easy. Okay, so the main problem here is that your knight here is under attack. So you may try to move it, but all of a sudden the rook sacrifices itself. Rook h1, giving a check. The king has nowhere to go, so you have to take the rook. But now if you take a look, black has no move, so this is just a stalemate. And instead, okay, you might take this pawn. Okay, you claim that now after rook takes knight, you give up the knight. King a2, escaping the check. Simply rook a1 check. And the rook gives itself, because after king takes again, you take a look, the white pawns completely restrict the black position, and yeah, it just has no moves. So these are the main 2 stalemate variations for black. So instead you need to take a look at alternatives. Now pushing this pawn doesn't really achieve anything. Black simply takes with the rook. So what can you do in this position? Well, actually, the only winning move here is actually queen f8. I don't even have words for this, because you're giving up a queen for nothing, or so it seems. But the point is, the rook is forced to take, and well, the point is just to deflect the rook, because now the knight can get into the game with knight f2, and the checkmate here is blocked, and obviously the knight cannot be taken, because then the pawn simply promotes and it's checkmate back here. And okay, the rook can go back, trying to go to h1 if the knight moves, but the knight goes to h3 and blocks it. Again, the knight is untakeable because pawn promotes, so rook goes back, but now the knight keeps dancing, and if we keep repeating this, the knight lands on h5, and you may think, okay, rook f8, but what now? Is the knight going to f6? Yes, it is! Knight f6! And the game here is completely over. Again, you cannot take with the rook, the pawn promotes, so you may try to take with the pawn, but this doesn't help, because now simply g7 attacking the rook, and after rook g8 blocking, black is absolutely paralyzed. White just needs to bring his king, and he's just completely winning, even though he's down a rook. Because yeah, again, the rook can never take the pawn, otherwise the other pawn promotes, And even if black tries to push the pawn, the white king is just in time to stop it after king e3. He'll just take the pawn, and yeah, this will be just game over because the rook has to stay behind, just shuffling between d8 and g8. We simply take the pawn, but now after rook g8, if you take a look, we cannot go and chase the rook, because if whenever the rook lands on d8, we cannot take it, otherwise it's stalemate. So the final trick in this position is that you need to go after the b3 pawn, because now you can finally make your way with the king, and you can sacrifice your pawn here, because whenever you land here, okay, that's the idea, you cannot take the rook, but now you play b6, and now it's clear because if black takes, well, you can just take the rook, and now black has a bunch of moves. So he may try rook here, but now you can just promote to a queen, and after it takes, you can just take, threatening to promote, and after it takes, just trying to get some air here, you just promote to a rook, and yeah, you just win the game. Of course, you could promote to a queen, but what's the fun in that? Yeah, this is just an insane puzzle that starts with an absolutely insane move. I don't know how this is not a brilliant, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this absolutely ridiculous puzzles, and yeah, this was episode number 5 of our Road to Masters.